Hey guys, welcome back to
I can't with you. We haven't started.
Hey guys, welcome Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast. My name is Connie, and today we have a special guest.
Bro, you about to make me spit my drink all over you?
Because I'm trying to introduce you and you're like, go. Can you take a drink? Today we have Bowie. Do you want to be known as Bowie?
A buoy.
Today we have Brianna here. Say hi.
This is so hard. I'll be like, hi.
Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast. My name is Connie, and today we have Brianna here. We've tried to. This is the second time we try to do this.
This is gonna be so hard. It's starting because you can't stop laughing, dude.
This is all going on the internet. What the fuck? Are you transforming into a gorilla?
Hi guys. So today
We can't do those.
I'm about to catch a fart with that.
It's like,
No, don't use that.
what do I say? This is Bowie? This
No,
is going on the internet.
All of it.
Most of it.
No. I better get a review of this before you push this.
Pre-approval.
Yeah. I didn't sign no documents saying that I don't get to.
Okay, what can I not use? What do you want me to call you? What do you want the internet to know you as? Bree?
Yeah.
This is Bree. Say hi, Bree.
It's so hard saying hi because it's like, how do I say hi? Like, hi. Or just like,
You're waving?
there's a camera.
You don't even look at the camera. You're like, hi.
Hi, Connie. So I'm on Connieedabest channel. Second Mr. Beast. Baby Beast.
Should we talk about how we met? We're not gonna say where. We're not gonna say where we work. Got the cameras right now, because we don't want the internet to know. Because I don't want the internet.
We're not supposed to talk about it, aren't we? Like, we're not supposed to.
I don't want people to know where I work. First of all, it's so easy to be found.
Yeah, but like.
Okay, well, we met at work. We started around the same time, but I didn't really know her until January
Of this year. Because that's when we started doing the training.
Oh yeah. So we had a training class today. We had a training class today, and then we came to do this podcast. No, we had a training class, and then it was just 4 of us. So it was a week. It was 2 weeks, but the first week we were in a training class, and then we didn't talk until after the training class. And
No, we talked.
I don't remember.
On the second week, remember? That's when I started choking on fruit. Because we couldn't stop laughing.
I don't remember.
You don't?
Was I cracking up?
Yeah.
But yeah, just know that we met at work. Then we just started talking, and here we are 6 months later.
She was kind of dumb. Didn't know the answer to the questions.
Oh yeah, she was just bullying me. I really didn't know though. I'm not gonna lie.
You're the one who we had to wait for every single time too. That's
It's because
the funny part.
they let us redo quizzes as many times as we had to. I had to do all of them like twice, 3 times, maybe even 4 times. And then we graduated from the university of, should I even say robotics?
I mean, it is a robotics.
Yeah, it's robotics university.
Sounds like you just said Monsters University.
We're going to call it Monsters University. So we graduated from Monsters University. What are your plans for the weekend?
Work. Because we have to work.
I pick up extra shit. Well, I work today.
I'm working 6 days this week. So Sunday, I'm going to work Sunday through Friday. And then the following week, it's the mandatory.
Sunday through Friday?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Exactly. But that time and a half, man, in the paid holiday.
So if I work Tuesday, I can still work Sunday? Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
I was hoping it didn't let me.
Wait, Tuesday to Sunday?
Yeah,
no?
so it's Tuesday.
Because then you work Wednesday, no?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's like before the beginning of my shift. No, but since those plans are great. What's your favorite holiday? You don't have a favorite holiday.
It probably would be 4th of July, not gonna lie.
Your expectations better lower because you're in Utah.
Yeah. I was gonna go to California, but I'm broke.
My favorite holiday is Christmas.
I like Christmas too. I like buying people stuff.
Well, it's not much of the gifts, to be honest, but I like Christmas because Christmas is like...
I don't even see my family during Christmas. I was here in Utah.
Let me speak.
Listen, Linda, let me speak.
I like Christmas because when you watch movies... Whoa! My favorite holiday is Christmas because when you watch movies, it's like a white Christmas, like it snowed outside.
Yeah,
and
especially since it snows here.
I like that aspect of Utah, that we actually get 4 seasons. That we get like winter, summer, fall.
Or you get all 4 seasons in a week. I don't know what you're talking about.
The point is, we get them. California's like winter is like
just cold air.
It's like,
yeah.
And then people in California are like, ooh, it's fucking cold.
Like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
It is cold. It's a different type of cold.
It's because your body's not used to it.
I don't know.
It's like a breeze, right? That's what you're talking about. A breeze versus like fucking air.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like you have to be there.
Do you have a pet peeve?
Don't I have like a billion of them? First one is you. Just kidding.
You must love your pet peeves then. What's a pet peeve that you can think of out of the top of your head right now?
I feel like almost everyone agrees with this when people are like chewing with their mouth open and just like smacking their lips and shit like like I can't stand it. That's your
number one pet peeve.
No, that's not my number one. That's the one I could just think of. Yeah, at the top of my head. What
honestly, it's hard for me to get annoyed.
No,
like you're at the top of the list to get, and like you're the easiest thing that annoys you versus me. I'm like way down here to get annoyed.
I know.
And then to cry, I'm probably up there with you.
We're about even.
Yeah. I would say that I'm not a crybaby, but I know I am. Like I'll act like I don't care, but deep down I'm like, oh my god, you know, like. that's how I think I am. If you could change your name, what would you call yourself?
I honestly I don't know.
Do you like your name?
I mean, I don't hate it. It just like I remember I was telling you like it sounds like really white, but it's not. Especially when you yelled at me in Spanish, I was like,
"Oh yeah, we did have this conversation." Because I was calling her like,
"Do it, do it."
I was mocking. Well, I wasn't mocking, but I was like, "Is this how your mom used to call you?" Because like, she's a straight up Mexican child. If like. She might not look like it, and she might not speak Spanish. She might not be the smartest star out there.
What the fuck?
Just kidding.
Just bash me.
I'm just kidding. But like, she's straight up Mexican, so her name, Bree. No, that doesn't sound white.
Brianna.
Yeah, your last name gives it away.
What do you mean gives it away?
Like, if your last name was like Coleman.
Oh. Yeah.
Brianna Coleman.
Smith.
No offense if your last name is Smith.
Just like one of the whitest last names I've heard of.
Do you watch Friends? Do you watch The Office?
No.
Seinfeld?
Nope.
The 90s Show?
Nope.
Grey's Anatomy? Jane the Virgin?
Nope.
Oh, you watch anime?
I don't really watch anime either. I only watch it because my boyfriend watches it. I only started watching Demon Slayer because he was like, you have to watch it. Like, watch it. So eventually I started watching it and I liked it. So now we just watch it together or just waiting for the new season now since we finished.
How many seasons?
I think it's like 3 seasons. I can't really remember. But I already had the whole thing spoiled for me. Because like I saw it all over TikTok. It's really good.
So this is going to go on YouTube as far as I know. So if you're looking at Brianna's face right now, it's because the camera died. I know you can't tell, but she's giving me a bombastic side eye. We do a lot of TikTok references when it's just us.
Yeah.
I don't know why we haven't done one, but they're funny. Do you think people think we're funny? I feel like
we think we're funny.
We.
And that's all that matters.
How many states have you been to?
I actually have it on my phone.
Do you ever look at your phone to look at the time? And then you get distracted by your notification?
No.
And then you put it away and you're like, oh shit, I forgot to look at the time.
Yeah, I was looking at what my dad was sending me. I've been to, here's a few. Obviously, I'm from California. Been to Utah, Nevada. I've been to New Mexico, Texas, Missouri, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, and then Georgia.
Have you stopped there or like you passed by it?
It was mostly like some of them were just like passing by, like Texas. We just passed by because look, it's like all the way up here. That's where it was like.
Is that where you were going, or you were going to
Georgia
in a car?
Yeah.
How
it was
many
a road trip.
days did that take?
I think it was like a day and something hours, but we stopped in Missouri and we got like this really nice hotel there. And then we stood there like for a little bit. Like we drove around like the next day. We were just like exploring basically. And then after that, we just headed straight to Atlanta.
Where would you go back to? Or is there anywhere that you want to travel to?
I want to go to Washington State and I want to go to Oregon. Kind of just like past. Huh? No, not because of the rain. Just to like the scenery, like the hiking and stuff like that. Like it'd be really nice.
I'm down. Honestly.
And the beaches.
Washington sounds like a good place to go hiking.
Yeah, and also for Twilight. I want to go to Forks, Washington. I can't even do the song.
I was going to say, you should have started from that, from Twilight.
Yeah.
It's so funny how we're like, all the stuff that I see, you don't see, and all the stuff that you see, I don't see.
What are you talking about?
Like all the shows that I've mentioned, those are all the shows that I've watched previously. Or like, have you seen Manifest?
Isn't that the show about the airplane?
Yeah, but he flew. So I'm like, just watch it when you come back. He's like, why? Why?
You're going to disappear in the air. That's why.
And I'm like, just watch it till you come. Why? Why? And I'm like, just watch it till you come back. I don't want to scare you.
The worst thing is when I was flying to California. The first time that I went back, literally the week of or the day before, the day of, I can't remember. I saw like on TikTok a video about plane crashes and stuff. And I was like, you gotta be shitting me, dude.
Like, it's my time.
It's my time, yeah. I was taking that as a sign and I was like shitting bricks. I only spent like
including your ticket?
Yeah, like my ticket, I only spent like 170 something for a week and like 3 days.
Including your ticket?
What do you mean including my ticket?
Your flight?
Yeah, that's how much my flight was. Like everything in total was like 170 something. And it was only like they say like 2.5 hours or 2 hours, but it was only like an hour and a half flight. I usually go at night. I try to leave like Wednesday night because so that's how I can still go to work on Wednesday. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Lagoon?
No.
You're going to be disappointed.
I am.
It's because you need to go in there with a humble heart, bro.
If it's not Six Flags...
You gotta humble your heart out.
That's gonna be like worse than Knott's, isn't it?
I've never been to Knott's Berry Farm. I've only been to Six Flags like 4 times, maybe, if that.
Six Flags?
Yeah.
Why is she crying?
Because she said my mom doesn't let her use the TV. What color was your childhood bedroom? Did you have a girly ass bedroom as far as you remember?
Yeah, because my dad. I mean, I didn't really grow up like too girly, but I was kind of like a mix between like being a tomboy and like girly because like I liked Barbies. I liked all like the girl toys and stuff like that. You know, I liked dressing up, but like my dad didn't let me because I was young. I also liked makeup, but he didn't let me use it that young either until like I got a little bit older. And then pretty much when I started living with my mom is when he allowed it. My room, it had like the sheets were like white, pink, yellow, and like I don't know. It was just like mostly white though. And it had just like flowers and flower print all over it, but it was like weird. I don't know how to explain it. I had the Bratz doll TV, so it was purple. And then I had a GameCube that was purple also to match with it.
Is purple your favorite color?
It's not my favorite color. It's actually blue. I had like a shit ton of toys because, you know, my dad would spoil the hell out of me. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I had like the dressers were like they were really nice, but one of them was like really big and it was like so freaking heavy. So when we kept moving back and forth from like house to house, my dad was just like, "Get rid of it. You don't need it." And so they threw it away. which kind of sucks because it was actually really nice. You know how there's like marble, but it's like, it was like a really light tan. It was like, oh, you don't have any colors in here besides yellow.
Courtesy of my dad.
With the blue carpet.
Hey, why are you judging my house?
No, so it was like way lighter than this. It was really nice, you know? And it was like kind of marbled effect on top with white.
Like
and
the wood?
Yeah. But it was like gloss
Like
and
elegant?
shiny. Yeah, it was really nice. It was really
That's
nice.
the heavy dresser?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Not really. Because it was old and it was like breaking down. So when I would open the drawers, it would just like
You're like, oh shit, mis calzones.
falling out and everything. Oh, you know what? When I got older though, when we were living with my grandma, she renovated her entire house, like the inside. And so my room, it was like, it used to be all white when I was younger. And then when I got older, like 15, she was like, okay, like pick the colors you want, like it's your room, you know? And I was like, okay, cool. I wanted blue, not like a dark blue or like a sky blue or anything. I just wanted like maybe like a pastel blue somewhere, like as the accent wall, like this, you know. She didn't like it. She's like, blue is for boys and blah blah blah. And I was like, what do you want, pink? Like, I'm not getting pink. I'm like 15. And so I was like, I'm not gonna like get pink or some like girly ass color. Like, I'd rather just like do like a light gray or something, like just have it muted, I guess. I don't know. I ended up getting purple because they were
so
like,
not pink but purple.
it was nice. The colors are actually really nice. It wasn't like a dark or bright ass purple. It was like a very nice purple. Like, it was so nice. But instead of just having like an accent wall, they did the entire room. So the entire room was purple, and then my ceiling was like a very light purple, and then like the trims were like also purple but different color, and it was really nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice. And then they added they took out the carpet and added wooden floor.
It was like 50 shades of purple in your room.
Yeah, pretty much.
So did you like, you remember your first reaction when you went in there?
Yeah, because like they gave me options. Like, I remember when they were doing it, they were like, okay, since you haven't picked a color or anything, like, here are your options. And I was like, and so I saw the purple and I was like, I'll go with purple.
I never picked anything for my room. I didn't have a room, like my own room, until we moved here. I was like 7 or 8, and my room was just, it was just the walls were the color of the rest of the house, which is like, it's like a cream color, it's not white. And then I had like a bed, like a brown as bed frame, and then brown as mueble. This was mine. No, my dad, it was like this brown. That was the color of the mueble. When I had my child, I bought a mueble to put her stuff in. I didn't fit in my room, so I had to get rid of one. So that's why there's this one in here. And then my dad likes bright colors. Like,
I can tell.
If you see his like wardrobe, it's like lime green,
What
like bright red.
It reminds me of my
yellow.
mom. She did the same thing to her house, but like the kitchen was like baby blue.
Oh, my kitchen is orange. I have to show you my
is he
kitchen.
colorblind?
No, I need to go get him checked. No, he's always liked those type of colors. Like, he has like a bright pink shirt. He has a white ass shirt too, like white shirt with black what is it called? Figuras?
The what?
Decorations? Is that how you call it? No. But yeah, my dad likes bright colors. And then there's me that likes black.
Me too.
And he hates it, to be honest. You know the science behind colors? Like, you know, red
They're
and
just
yellow
colors.
makes you hungry. That's why McDonald's is supposedly successful.
No, it's just cheap and I'm poor, so that's how it gets me.
There is like a color theory. Like,
I know.
my brother was telling me that I think blue relaxes you, or it's like a mellow color.
Mm-hmm.
Red is like, it makes you look elegant or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
How old were you when you had Snapchat?
When it first came out.
In like 2013.
Yeah.
How old were you in 2013?
13.
You were born in 2000?
Yeah. Yeah. I was born in 2000.
Ew. You know,
What do you mean, ew? At least I'm not old. I'm just kidding, you're not old. I take it back. Just Bro, when the Dodgers won, shit was crazy. I have like so many videos of that night. I was partying. I was like out to like 1:30 to 2 basically. And since I lived right there, all of my friends lived like 5 minutes walking distance, you know? So I was like, let's go. And they were like, fuck it, let's go. So I met up 2 of my friends. And yeah, it was pretty fun.
Scary living by there.
I used to live across the like a main street. Say like literally Target was across the street from me because I used to live in East LA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of
our ghetto is not the same as your ghetto.
no.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Honestly, I
Tequila.
don't know. I haven't really done karaoke before.
Not even with like family parties. Your
Nope.
family.
No.
Lucky. My family likes to ruin parties at like 6 p.m.
By
They
singing?
Yeah, they start singing and ain't nobody taking the microphone away from them. What's your favorite seat on a plane?
The window seat.
I've only been on the plane once, but I can't remember.
I've been on it like 4 times now.
And I sat on like the edge.
You
But
know
it
what?
was
I
during
lied.
COVID, so there was like a space in between me, the person, and myself.
Oh. I lied. I have done karaoke because like I had this microphone.
So-
It connects to a speaker and you can connect it to your car. So I was doing carpool karaoke with my friend, but we were just like yelling at people. She used to be my friend, but we ended off in bad terms. So
Damn.
I know.
Why?
Honestly.
T.
Ooh. It was mainly because like
Is it girl drama?
no, she was just toxic. Not gonna lie. Like she would hit me a lot, like physically. Like she would like punch my stomach. She'll just be like, "Bah," like really hard. Or sometimes she'll like if she gets mad at you, she'll just be like, "Bah," like in your stomach, you know. And you're like, what the fuck? Like don't do that. Like you don't put your hands on someone, you know.
Where'd you meet her?
High school.
Oh, it was like a emotional attachment, I think.
No, because even as adults, like she still did it. And I remember one time we were at the fair. She slapped one of our friends in the face because he got her mad.
So she's an aggressive friend.
Yeah, she is aggressive. That's why I'm telling you, she's toxic. She's like, she says a bunch of shit behind your back, and she thinks that we don't know, but everyone knows, you know. And so
she's dumb. She would tell the wrong people.
yeah, pretty much. And you know what's so crazy is that when I went to go visit my family, I didn't expect to see her because I was like, oh, like maybe she like moved on into her life or whatever. No, still has the same job. I think she's still going to school. I don't know because she blocked me on everything.
Did you tell her like I don't want to be your friend no more because you be hating me?
No, the reason why we stopped being friends was because she was posting a lot of stuff, and like I guess she assumed that I wouldn't notice it's about me, but there was one that I was like,
She was talking shit.
yeah, like she would post it on social media so much, like people should stop doing this and it's so fucking stupid.
So
And
she's a hater.
yeah, and she's such a hypocrite too because like during the beginning of like COVID and stuff, she was saying like, oh, like people were dumb, like they need to stay home, like, you know, COVID and stuff, like, and I was going out, you know, because I was just going to car meets. That's all I was really doing, just going to car meets because, you know, you could still stay a distance and stuff. So I was just doing that. And like I would go cruising.
Oh, that's how you know she was talking about you, or?
Yeah, because she posted like people are dumb, like it's not safe and blah blah blah. And then she's like, you shouldn't be going out to things that are irrelevant, like car meets and et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like
at me next time.
yeah, just at me, dude. Like just say it's me. And so I just let it go, and I never talked about it, and I was just like, whatever, you know.
So that's what you saw, and you knew it was about you.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't have any friends who are into cars, you know. They're all into like K-pop and stuff. Like they're all into that. She would just mainly have friends who were like into K-pop. Or,
So
like,
how
some
did you
other
become
stuff.
friends with her? She's always been like that.
No, not always. So like
Maybe she just got too comfortable.
We became no. First, let me actually finish how we
No, and then
stopped ended being friends.
I'm sorry, I have a bad habit.
I know. I was like, wait, I'm trying to finish one story, and you're asking me another question. No, it's like, she was saying like toxic things about like K-pop fans, even though she's a fan, but a specific group. And so I was like, hey, you shouldn't be like bashing other K-pop fans or like the newbies in the ones that are trying to get into it, you know? Because she's like, oh, like you guys are dumb for not knowing like I guess like what certain things mean or like being fake and stuff. And she was just like getting mad over nothing. She was like calling them dumb, like delusional, dumb and everything. And so I texted her, I was like, hey, like, you know, instead of like saying shit on the internet, just help them. If you're new into a group and stuff and you don't know much, like, I'm not going to expect you to be like, name all the people. Can you tell them by their voices, like the difference and all that? No, I'm not going to do that. So I was like, just help them. And she got mad and she started saying shit. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And after she was telling me like, oh, at least I'm not dumb enough to like keep going back to my toxic ex. And I was just like, okay, well, at least I don't go. I have a screenshot of the chat too. I was like, at least I don't go around being with your friend's boyfriend, because my ex cheated on me with her.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was back in high school, because like I was with him, like I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I can't remember. And he was like older than me. Like I think he was a junior or senior. So he wasn't like that much older, but you know. And we got together, and like I thought he was just cute. Like I wasn't actually like really into him.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's because
you thought he was just attractive?
Yeah, that's it.
You didn't know him?
No, I did. I talked to him like a few times.
You didn't think he was a cool guy? That I'm getting offensive.
He was alright. He was like he was too sexual, and I was like, dude, like
I'm 15.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I wasn't like innocent, but I wasn't like fucking around like either, you know?
Like aggressively.
No, I don't know how to say it. He was just weird about it, like making so much sexual jokes, and I'm just like, like it was a big turn off for me at the time, you know? He was cheating on me with a senior. I think her name was like, I'm not gonna actually say her name, but she was a senior, and then the other girl, my friend, she was the one who actually told me, because she started feeling guilty, and then she was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna just let you know, like we've been talking, and like this is what he's been saying to me, because like he would give me nicknames, like the dumbest nicknames. I would cringe. Like I don't even know why I was with him. I never liked him, and like I would cringe. He'd be like Cupcake, or like I don't know, just like Cupcake already was like bleh.
But some girls like that.
Hi Cupcake. No,
okay, not me, but some girls.
Yeah, not me. And I told him, I was like,
how long did you date him for?
Not even that long. I think it was only like 3 months or less.
In those 3 months, all of that happened?
Yeah,
Ew,
I know,
your
right?
friend's a whore.
So I was talking to him, and he would give me those nicknames, and I told him, I was like, I don't like those nicknames. He's like, why? Like, he's like, I think they're cute, and I'm like, well, I don't like them. Like, you know, like it just like, makes me feel. I was like, you can call me like baby or some other shit, but like
normal stuff.
Yeah, normal stuff, but not like Cupcake or like some other shit. And so he was like, all right, but he still said them anyways, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let it go. And so then she started like telling me that he would call her the same things. Ew. Exactly. And I was like, dude, you're
and she stayed.
Exactly. And she was like,
why would it even get to that point?
Exactly. And so she ended up liking him, and I was like, what the hell?
So she liked that cringy stuff.
Yeah. I texted him, and let me remind you that I didn't even know about the other girl. So I was texting him, and I was like telling him, like, it's kind of dumb, but you know, I was young, so I was like breaking up with him over text, and I was just like, oh yeah, like I'm breaking up with you. And then he's like, why? And I was like, all right, I don't think that's how it went. I think I just told him like, I know what you were doing, or like some bullshit like that, or I probably did break it off, and then I said that. I don't remember. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to. Like he just threw himself out there, you know. And I was just like, okay, like I didn't know about this other girl. And I told him about like my friend, and he's like, I never even liked her, and blah blah blah, like I like you and stuff like this. And I was like, yet I found out through everybody else that you were yeah, pretty much. And it's so funny because, like, I remember when I was young, he would also tell me, like, I can see your glow up and stuff. Like, you were going to look so good. And I was like, okay, red flag. And so...
he was telling you a child?
I'm not a child, but yeah.
Well, like, back then.
Yeah. Yeah, he was telling a child that. And then, like, I remember one time he sent me, like, a picture of, like, a girl. And he's like, you look like her. She's, like, an older version of you. And he's like, so, like, he was telling me, like, oh, like, you're going to look so good. And I was like, okay, this is weird. It's so funny that, like, now that I was an adult and, like, older, and, like, I was posting myself out a lot more and different, like, I changed. He hit me up again, and then he was, like, wanting to get together. And I was like, no, I'm not down. And then he would start calling me with the nicknames again.
The same one?
Yeah. And I was like, ugh. And so I just deleted the conversation and never talked to him again.
I don't know. I like to think that we all had a boyfriend that we didn't like.
That was him for me. Cause like when I left him, like I think I cried like the first day.
Did you actually? Like you were actually sad?
No, like it was more of like, damn, I really got cheated on.
Oh, okay.
And then after
by that,
yeah. And then after that, I was just like, I don't even care. Like I don't know why I was tripping.
I had a boyfriend for like 3 weeks, maybe.
3 weeks. Was that your shortest relationship? Or was it like a day?
No. So he was, in my eyes, he was annoying. But he was like easygoing. He was like that icebreaker friend. Where like if you go into a room, he'll crack a joke and then make everybody like quote unquote comfortable. And I'm like, at first, I'm a very quiet person. So like I just sit there and observe. So like he was that icebreaker. Why is this getting personal? I just didn't like how he was with me. Or I didn't like, I used to think he was annoying. So him being annoying to me, I didn't want anything to do with him. Like just little things, like I don't know why, but this always sticks to my head and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? We used to go buy beer there because before, I mean, fuck, I'm putting this out on the internet, but before we were 21, that's where we would get beer from. And that's the one thing that I didn't like, that we would buy a beer and literally right when the case would hit the car, he would open it and drink one fucking beer already.
What?
I'm like, why are you like that? I'm like, just wait till we get to the fucking destination, dude. Just fucking chill. Have some patience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but that sticks to me. And like, but he's dead now, so R.I.P.
What? The fuck? How did he pass away?
He got killed in Mexico.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly what, but I think his mom was in Mexico and he went with her. And then his cousin, we went to school with his cousin and she posted on Facebook like a GoFundMe about him or for him. And so obviously I was like, oh, what happened, you know? She said he got killed. But I think the reason he got killed was because he was very like, oh, dude, let me borrow $100. I'll pay you next week. And then next week came and he wouldn't fucking pay you. And then he'd go on to the next person. Hey, dude, let me borrow this and I'll give it to you back tomorrow, the next 2 days. He'll never give it back. So once you go to fucking Mexico, pretty sure it was in Tijuana, which is like right next to the border. What I think he tried to do was try to get easy money and then never paid him back. And obviously you don't fuck around with them over there. So I think that's what happened.
Damn.
But yeah, so when we broke up... I wasn't even sad or anything. I was just like, whatever. And when I saw that post, my comadre asked me like, dude, are you sad about it? Like what? And I felt kind of fucked up because I didn't feel sad. I felt more sad at the fact that I wasn't sad about being sad.
Well, I mean, I don't think like you necessarily have to be, you know? It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I'd just be like, damn, that sucks. But
like the reason I say, so yeah, that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. That was my boyfriend that I didn't want to have, that I didn't like.
So have you ever been cheated on though?
Yeah. So when I was with my baby daddy, so I was with him for like.
Oh, he cheated on you.
5-6 years on and off.
That was like me with my and
I kept going back.
5 years also. Just kept going back. Well, about 5 years, yeah.
And then but it took me a whole ass child to fucking stop.
Yeah, no, not me. I was just like, honestly, I think the only reason why I just kind of just like got over it, just like it finally clicked in my head, was because of my current boyfriend. And he was like helping me through it and stuff. And then I started liking him. And that just like kind of just also helped get my mind off of him and stuff, which kind of sucks, I guess, in a sense. Because like,
a rebound.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, it kind of sounds like a rebound, but it isn't, because now I'm here living in Utah with him.
That's fucking crazy. Moving states.
But to be fair, I mean, I helped him get over his ex, and there was like no feelings at first until like we started actually talking. Like he would want to talk on the phone, so I was like, okay.
Was it weird at first?
Not necessarily.
And you were like, hola.
I was a little shy, yeah.
Bueno.
I was a little shy, but then after I like got over it, because we were just like talking so easily, like our conversations were just like,
they just flow.
Yeah, they just flow. So I was like, damn, like his voice was so cute, and I was like falling in love. No, just kidding. But no, his voice was really nice. So I was already like, check, beautiful
voice.
Yeah, beautiful face, everything. So
do you believe in love
at first sight?
I don't know about love at first sight. It's never
I don't
happened
know
to
about
me.
that either. Would
Maybe
you consider mine love at first sight? 'Cause I mean, I moved in with him in 3 months into our relationship.
Crazy.
And
it's because a long distance relationship is hard. I could not do a long distance relationship. I would just be like, you know what?
We were on the phone like a lot. We had dates online too. Like we would video chat and like watch movies together, and then we'll either like order each other food like to surprise each other, and then watch movies together. I know, how sweet, right?
I didn't say anything.
I mean, but it was better than nothing, you know?
Yeah, because you could tell there was effort.
Yeah.
The effort was there. That's the way I see it. Like if you buy somebody a shirt or something with that thought of them
Mm-hmm.
in your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing.
I
Did
was
you
telling
feel
her
like it
about
was
it.
right?
Yes, and I'm kind of glad I did, because now I have like I said, I didn't have job opportunities like I do here now. Over there in California, it's like you're struggling.
It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Would you move back?
If I had money and like I got a nice job over there,
If money wasn't the issue, you would move back.
yeah.
I would try living in like Malibu. I still like Utah better. Well, it's because I like Utah. Like I said at the beginning, I like having the 4 seasons.
I like the no traffic.
Oh, and even back, dude, the traffic that like now we have traffic. Like back then, empty ass freeways. Like
Still
Sunday
empty.
mornings when you're going to work,
Yeah.
that's what it was on the daily. Like when I go to work, my watch tells me when it connects to my car.
I was saying like you got like 20 minutes to get to work. And
Oh
there's,
no,
like,
mine says
traffic or
12.
something. Well, I'm just making up a number.
Oh, mine says 12, and then on Sundays it says 9.
Yeah, Sundays is like slowest days, because that's when usually truck drivers don't drive, or like during the weekends,
But
because
you
like
also drive on the truck streets.
I know, but it's different because there's not a lot of them. It's only like the Amazon ones that are going there. Because even in California, like, because I lived in East LA and I would work all the way in Long Beach. That's almost like a 30-minute drive. It could be almost an hour with traffic.
Double
So-
the time?
Huh?
Double the time?
Yeah.
With traffic?
Yeah. So, because, like, the drive itself without
Ew.
traffic is, like, 25 minutes, I would say, something like that. I remember, like, I would leave early just so I wouldn't be late.
Did you actually like that job?
No.
You still left early? I genuinely, I
only
can tell you that I like my job. And I'm late. Sorry, Dad. I'm late like every other day.
You do
Grew up
not
here.
remember California that much?
The only memory that I have is in my house in California, our backyard. It was a big ass backyard, and we used to ride our bikes in circles. And we used to live in a dead end, street.
Mm-hmm.
So we would ride our bikes down the driveway, and we would go towards the dead end, and then come back and go back up circles. I remember the memory that I have is when they took off the training wheels for my cousin, and I grew up with all boys, so I was like, take off the training wheels for my bike too. So they took them off my bike. And like the picture that I have in my head is like watching my cousins flip my bike upside down and taking off the training wheels. Like that's the memory that I have. And then I remember when we moved here, like when we brought the U-Haul to Utah, I remember me saying like driving away from my cousin. Those are the only 2 memories that I can tell you I remember. But like again, I was only 7 years old. You remember when you're gonna be like my brother, you remember when you were like 10 months old?
I think once I started like realizing I was alive in this world was when I pushed my brother off the bed. It was kind of like this high too.
It's a traumatic event.
It was my brother's canon event. Because like we had like someone watching us. I'm pretty sure it was my tia, but my dad says it wasn't, or my mom says it wasn't, but I remember it was her, or maybe it just looked like her, I don't know. And so I had pushed my brother off the bed, and like he had like split open his eyebrow. From what my brother remembers is that he told me I pushed him off was because of a french fry. He took one of my french fries. I was like, damn.
That's such a sibling fight.
Yeah. Me and my brother would fight a lot.
Really? My
Yeah.
brother? But
Because it was just me and him for a while until my other siblings came into the picture. Well, see, the thing is that my younger siblings, the only one who kind of looks like me is just my sister. Because we both have, like, small eyes. People say we look Asian, but we're not. And, she does. Like, my sister actually really has, like, the Asian looking. Yeah, she has small eyes. And she has, like, the little thing that they have under their eyes. Like, it's, like, puffy. I don't know how to explain it. And then
I want to be self-conscious.
no, but like
breathe.
but like yeah, she really does. She looks like it, you know. And so they're just like, oh, like, is she Asian and stuff? And like people ask her, or like they'll ask my mom if she is, and she's like, no, like she's like half and half, because like their dad is from Mexico, and then, you know, my mom was born here, but she was like raised in Mexico.
People ask me about my child too. They'd be like, is her dad Asian? Her dad's Chinese, right?
Yeah, she
and then it's funny because my child really likes rice too. And I'm like, you know what? Just if they say about your dad, just tell them que es chino. And she'd be like, okay. So I'm gonna get that in her brain. So when she grows up, she's gonna be like, yeah, my dad was Asian. Cause like
no, but she does. You know, now that you're talking about it, I was like, she really does actually. Her eyes are just like.
But if you see my brother has like Asian eyes too.
Oh.
And he's like,
what is up with that? Like,
Asian eyes?
Yeah, like on like.
No, my cousin. I have a cousin who has like not bright eyes, wide eyes, and her kids have wide eyes too.
It's funny because a lot of people who like Indians, they think my older brother's Indian. Like we used to go to this shop for threading, and whenever he would come in, they always ask him every single time.
Is he really dark?
Yeah, he's dark and he has big eyes, like you know how they have them and stuff. And so they ask him like, are you Indian? And then they try to speak to him in their language, and he's like, I don't understand. I'm sorry. But like my brother really actually does look like it. So they ask him all the time, like, are you Indian? Are you like this? Are you this? And he's like, no, I'm Mexican.
Okay, last question. If you can fly anywhere in the world, like where are you going?
I want to go to Antarctica just to see what's over those walls that people are always talking about.
I want to go to Iceland.
I like how Iceland and Greenland are like
Opposites?
opposite of their
Yeah,
name.
I've seen that too.
I'm like, what?
I would want to go to Iceland.
It looks so nice. Or Switzerland.
Amsterdam? I'd go to Amsterdam. Or what'd you say?
Switzerland.
Or Ireland?
Ireland. Yeah, that too.
And Disneyland.
In Japan?
Yeah.
I want to go to...
My cousins went to Japan. I have 2 cousins that went to Japan. One of them went with his girlfriend and the other one went with her 2 siblings. And my cousin said that he was like looking into buying property over there. That's how much he actually liked it. But he said that because they obey the laws over there. It's like really clean. Even though it's like the number 1 populated, it's like peaceful. Because like people actually follow the law. Like unlike here, for example, we're not even like last week we weren't even in July and there was like fireworks fucking every day.
That's California for you.
And that's why we're in Utah. Just kidding.
Yeah. I know if you go to California on 4th of July, it's like the whole, you can see all like the smoke and everything just polluting.
You don't even need it to be July. We went
in
November.
Day, yeah.
And then we went in May.
They always have fireworks, put it that way. It's like if they don't, because like they go to Nevada and they go to these warehouses.
Who's they?
The Californians. Because I've done it too.
Like California resident? Like people over there? Okay.
Because like every time you go to Nevada, there's like a little town that has like giant warehouses of fireworks.
Yeah.
And so every time you go there, all you're ever going to see in the parking lot is California license plates. And so they buy a bunch of like the bundles because they're like bundles, some of them. And they're like really cheap. And they go back to California and resell them for like almost double the price or just a little bit higher. But, you know, they try to get their money's worth.
Did you see that they have like buy one, get one? There's a little stand right here by
the
store.
They have. Yeah, but those are all like fountain fireworks because we have those in California. But like they have them in like these wooden like boxes. Like I don't know.
Oh well, if you go to Wyoming, people from Utah do that. They go to Wyoming. Cause I've done that.
And then if they don't sell them, like during like once 4th of July gets here, then that's when they just use it for the rest of the year, like for other holidays like New Year's or Christmas.
But then here,
or sports events.
The other holiday that we have here is the 24th of July, which is Pioneer Day in Utah.
It's what?
Pioneer Day.
God, that sounds old.
It's a Utah holiday. They throw fireworks that day too. So if 4th of July, they don't like lower the price or the day that they save them for is for July 24th. It's such a Utah state. It's such a Utah thing to do. Like, but we get fireworks again. So, but yeah. Anything else you would like to add to the podcast before we're done? No.
That wasn't even me. I gotta make sure they know. I'm just kidding.
Questions, concerns, comments, let we know. So
play the Looney Tunes ending.
And then put our faces on there. At the end of the podcast, let me know what other things you guys would like us to talk about, or if you want us to come back, or if you don't like us, that's fine okay too. So that's the end of the podcast. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye. No, just kidding. No.
That's so hard for you.
I don't know. It's so awkward. Just like, bye. You know, it's just awkward.
Say it.
Bye.